Good morning, students. So this is Gangadhar, your mathematics teacher, and we are discussing basic arithmetics, right? So in the previous classes, ratio and proportion, percentages are completed, right? And now here in this class, I am going to start profit and loss. Okay? See, profit and loss is a very basic concept. I think everybody will have an awareness regarding the profit and loss. Usually, when will we calculate the profits and loss? See, usually we calculate this profit as well as loss in every transaction. See, in a business, if you do a transaction, if you do any business, if you do any work, usually we will estimate our profit and our loss. And after the completion of the business, after the completion of the transaction, every time we usually calculate our profit and loss. So as a concept, here profit and loss is related to the business. See, the concept we will learn just like a business now. Okay. See, in business usually what will happen? In business, a businessman, a shopkeeper usually buys an object or buys any quantity or any item, and then he sells for the other person. See, he will buy from one person and he will sell to another person. In this way, the amount at which he is buying is called the cost price, and the amount at which he is selling is called selling price. Usually if you see, I will buy with an amount and we call it as cost price, and I will sell it to another person and I say it as selling price. If this cost price is more and selling price is less, then what you say? For suppose if I buy for 100 rupees and if I sell it for 80 rupees, then see, I am selling for 80, I am buying for 100. That in the sense there is a difference between 20 and I lost the 20 rupees because I am selling for low amount. Whereas if I buy it for 100 rupees and if I sold it for 150 rupees and I am selling for the more amount, see, I am adding some amount to my cost price and I am selling, and that 50 usually we mentioned as a profit. See, this total scenario I can explain here. This look like this. Yeah. Initially, cost price. See, cost price is usually considered as CP. See, I will buy an object with an amount and that amount is usually the cost price, and then what I do, I will sell it to other person by adding some amount or by subtracting some amount. Okay, as per the situations, depending upon the demand of the object, depending on the circumstances in the society, I will add some amount to this, or sometimes I will subtract some amount to this, and then I will sell it to the persons. Okay, selling price. Usually these are the two options for me after buying an object. First of all, I will buy, and then I will think, and then I will see, observe the situations in the society, in the circumstances, and then I will sell it by adding some amount or by subtracting some amount. So in this case, I will say that selling price is equals to cost price minus loss. See, if I subtract some amount, if I say, we usually call it as loss. If I add some amount and then I will sell, and that amount is called the profit. So here selling price is equals to cost price plus profit. Okay, I will say it as profit. And then from there, what is profit? From there, profit is equals to, if you send cost price that side, selling price minus cost price. And from here, what is loss? Here loss is equals to send loss this side and selling price that side, cost price minus selling price. Okay, so at the end this is the profit and that is the loss. So and now see, the questions and the situations may involve with the profit percentage as well as the loss percentage. This is the amount of profit and this is the amount of loss. That's what we calculate using selling price minus cost price or cost price minus selling price. And the next step is what? Calculating the profit percentage or the loss percentage. Usually we will compare our profits just with the cost price. See, if you look there, I will buy an object for 100 rupees and I am selling for 150 rupees. See, what is the difference? How much amount I added for my cost price to sell? I am adding an amount of 50 rupees to my cost price to sell for the other person for 150. Is it right? See, since I am adding 50 rupees for my cost price, so see, I will feel it as a profit for my 100, is it right? Not for the 150. I will feel this 50 as a profit because my cost price is 100. That in the sense, usually this difference of the amount, I will compare with the cost price and then I feel whether it is profit or loss. And in the same manner, if you wish to calculate either profit percentage or loss percentage, you need to calculate on the cost price itself. Here the difference amount is 50 rupees. If you say, thus 50 is how much percent of 100? See, if you think thus 50 is again half of 100, that means again 50% of 100, and here that 50 is specifically 50%. See, then what I am going to conclude you is, in usual transactions, we will get profit or loss by these formulas, and after having the amounts of profit and loss, we will calculate the profit percentage or loss percentage just by comparing these amounts with the cost price, and that's why from there we have that profit percentage. Profit percentage is equals to this, if you say this is profit divided by the cost price in 200. Why we are taking cost price in the denominator? Usually we will calculate the profits and loss by our investment only, right? Yeah. See, since we calculate this profit and loss by when compared with our investment, our cost price, so we need to calculate this amount is how much percent of cost price, and that's why we need to take cost price in the denominator. As we discussed in the percentages, if you are going to calculate, see, an amount as a percentage of the other, since as a percentage of the other, that other quantity should be in the denominator, and that's why profit by cost price into 100 and loss by cost price into 100. This is profit percentage, and that is what? Loss percentage. Okay? Just have a look. See, if you go with an example in this case for point A, see, if I buy a pen for a cost price of 25 rupees and if I sold it for a selling price of 30 rupees, just analyze the situation. I am buying a pen for 25 rupees and I am selling it for 30 rupees. And if you think the selling price is more and the cost price is less, I am buying for the lesser amount and I am selling for the greater amount, then the difference, if you compare, the difference between these two is clearly 5, and that 5 is profit here because the selling price is more. And then if you wish to calculate profit percent, what we need to do? The rule is profit 5 divided by the cost price 25 into 100, and on simplification you will find it as 20%. So at the end, profit percentage is how much? 20%. Just have a look, analyze the situation, take a screenshot. How to analyze the problem? Okay. The second situation is that if we have a profit percentage or loss percentage, how to establish a relation between selling price and the cost price, that's what we need to think. Okay. Second one. See, what I am going to tell you is, in a transaction, if profit is equals to some P%, look there. In a transaction, profit is equals to P%. See, we know that this profit is equals to P%, is it right? That in the sense, profit is P% means P% of what? P% of profit. For example, if I say profit is 10%, 10% of what? 10% of 10,000, 10% of 1,000, 10% of 100, 10% of selling price, 10% of cost price, what? See, usually we will calculate profit or loss as a percentage of cost price, and that's why profit is equals to P% means profit is equals to P% of cost price. That's the idea. And we know that when you will get that profit, we will get that profit if the cost price is more than the selling price. Okay, when we will get the profit? So if the selling price is more than the cost price, so then this profit can be written as selling price minus cost price is equals to P% of cost price. And we need what? Selling price. So send this cost price that side, then you will get that selling price is equals to, if you send this cost price that side, cost price plus P% of cost price. Is it right? Selling price is equals to cost price plus P% of cost price. And that implies selling price is equals to, you just look the situation, cost price plus P% of cost price. We are raising this cost price by P% of cost price. If there is a chance to write this cost price as 100% of cost price, okay, this is the first thing, plus P% of cost price, and this is the next thing. So both are the percents of cost price. So if you combine these two, at the end selling price is equals to 100 plus P percent of cost price. That's the final statement at the end. So this statement is very helpful in establishing the relation between selling price and the cost price if profit percentage is given. And this way of expressing selling price as a percentage of cost price gives you see many shortcuts and simplifies many problems. Okay, and in a similar manner, if you think, for example, if I have a loss of L%, since there is a loss of L%, here loss, we have to subtract that loss from the cost price. You just pay your attention on this step once again. Selling price is equals to cost price plus profit. Here selling price should be cost price minus loss. So if the loss is L%, then for this statement, if you establish the relation between selling price and cost price, we need to write that selling price is equals to 100 minus L% of cost price. So once again, just have a look. If there is a profit, then selling price is 100 plus P percent of cost price. You just take it as A, 2A, and take it as B, 2B. What is 2B? If loss is L%, then selling price is 100 minus L% of cost price. So see, if I gave you profit is equals to some 37%. If profit is equals to 37%, then we need to write that selling price is 137% of cost price. That's the direct statement. That's the direct relation between selling price and cost price. See, whereas if there is a loss, if they mention that loss is some 100%. See, if loss 40%, right? If loss is 40%, then how can you say that selling price? See, selling price is 100 minus L. 100 minus 40 is 60. So 60% of cost price. So these two are some simple examples to establish the relation between selling price and cost price if profit percentage and loss percentage are given. In the first point, we learned the way of calculating profit and loss by subtraction, and then we learned the way of calculating profit percentage and loss percentage by comparing the profit and loss amounts with the cost price. But whereas here in the second point, I mentioned you the direct relation between selling price and cost price with the profit percentage or with the loss percentage. Just have a look, go for a screenshot, and then I will give you one simple example based on this. Cost price of a TV is given like 13,500, okay, and loss is given as 30%. Selling price of the TV we need to calculate. We have different ideas, different formulas to calculate the selling price. But see, this particular idea is very simple to solve it, okay. Then if you wish to calculate the selling price of the TV, since there is a loss of 30, we need to write that 100 minus 30. 100 minus 30 is what? 70. So directly 70% of the cost price, 13,500 is the answer. See, this percentage symbol means by 100 will get cancelled with these two zeros, and we left with 70 into 135. And if you multiply these two, that is the selling price of the TV. 7 5s is again 35. See, 7 3s is 21 and 3 24, and then 9 4 9,450 is the selling price of that particular TV if there is a loss of 30%. Just have a look. See how simple it is to calculate the selling price if cost price and the loss percentage are given. Okay, just have a look. A merchant bought 6 chocolates for 10 rupees. So he buys 6 chocolates for 10 rupees and sold 4 for 6 rupees. Then we need to calculate profit or loss percentage. See, the first information is related to the cost price, whereas the second information is related to the selling price, and based on these two, we need to calculate profit percentage or loss percentage. Just have a look at this. See, what is the cost price and what is the selling price? See just if you look there, cost price is 6 chocolates for rupees 10, and then this is 4 chocolates for rupees 6. So 6 for 10 and 4 for 6. See, now to calculate the profit or loss percentage, Here the cost price, the amount is 10 rupees. Here the selling price, the amount is 6 rupees. So based on these amounts, we are not allowed to calculate profit or loss percentage. Why we are not allowed to calculate profit or loss percentage by these amounts? Because these amounts are not corresponds to same number of quantities. Okay, while calculating profit or loss percentage, we need to check, we need to be sure whether the number of objects, whether the quantity is it same for the cost selling and the buying process. Okay, if it is not, if it is not same, then that information is not sufficient, that information is somewhat not clear to calculate profit and loss percentage. For example, see, as per this, I bought 6 chocolates for 10 rupees and then I am selling 4 chocolates for 6 rupees. If you observe, as per the amounts, the difference of the amounts is 4 rupees. But there is a difference between these chocolates also. I sold only 4 chocolates, still I remained with 2 chocolates. Okay. Since still I remained with 2 chocolates, so these 2 chocolates also works like either profit or loss. See, we need to pay concentration on the amounts if only the quantity or the number of objects is same. Here the number of objects are not same. So to solve this particular problem, the next idea is we need to make the number of objects should be same. Okay, to make the number of objects should be same, there are many other ways and I am going with the simplest way. Here 6 chocolates and 4 chocolates, you just think about 6 and 4, what is the common multiple for these two? That's one idea. Or otherwise you just multiply these 2 items with 4 or these 2 items with 6, that's also works. See, what I am going to tell you is 6 chocolates are for 10 rupees. So if you 6 chocolates are for 10 rupees in the sense 6 into 2, 12 chocolates are for 20 rupees. 6 into 3, 18 chocolates are for 3 into 10, 30 rupees. 6 into 100, 600 chocolates are meant for 10 into 100, 1000 rupees. It works like that. So what I need is, I need to make these two numbers should be same, and that's why since 6 chocolates are for 10 rupees, I will write that 12 chocolates are for rupees 20 just by multiplying these two with 2. So to make this number again 12, I need to multiply with 3. So that's why the selling price is just nothing but, if you multiply with 3, 12 chocolates are for, here you are multiplying with 3, so here also multiply with 3, so 6 into 3 is 18. At the end, the cost price of 12 chocolates is 20 rupees and the cost price of selling price of 12 chocolates is 18 rupees. Here the number of objects are same, then now you just pay your attention on these numbers and calculate profit or loss. See, if you think cost price is 20 and selling price is 18, I am buying for more amount. That in the sense what I will get? I will get for sure it's a loss. How much amount I am losing? I am losing an amount of 2 rupees. Okay, loss is equals to 2 rupees. Since loss is equals to 2 rupees, therefore loss percentage is loss by cost price into 100, and that is equals to 2 by 20 into 100. If you solve, you will get it as 10. So there is a loss of 10% in this whole transaction. Is it right? Just have a look. So one thing you need to be keep in mind that to calculate either profit percentage or loss percentage, it must be the number of objects, the quantity should be same in the two situations, in the buying process as well as in the selling process. Just have a look. Okay, just look at the problems. 4A and 4B both are of the same type. First of all, you just think about A. Selling price of 40 items is equals to cost price of 50 items, and you need to calculate either profit or loss percentage according to the situation. Okay, you just think that selling price of 40 items is equals to cost price of 50 items. See, but the actual costs and no cost is given actually. Okay, the amount of cost price is not given, the amount of selling price is not given, the amount of profit is also not given. So no amounts are given in this problem. So they don't ask you to give the amounts again, they ask you just to mention the percentages, and that's why here we need to mention the either profit or loss percentage. That's good thing. And the next idea is to calculate profit or loss percentage, what we need? We need what? We need profit or loss amount. That's right. You just look there. How I will rewrite the given thing. Selling price of 40 items is equals to, it is mentioned as cost price of 50, right? So cost price of 50 items is just nothing but cost price of 40 items plus cost price of 10 items. Is there anything wrong? Nothing. Okay, I think so, nothing is wrong. And that implies you just send this cost price of 40 items this side. Then how it becomes? Selling price of 40 minus cost price of 40 is equals to cost price of 10 items. Okay, and selling price minus cost price. See, selling price minus cost price, since we are saying like that, selling price minus cost price, in the sense selling price is more and cost price is less, and that's why selling price minus cost price is profit. So this difference is profit. So this is equals to profit for 40 items is equals to cost price of 10 items. That's enough for us to calculate profit percentage, because I have profit. See, this profit is for how much? How many objects? This profit is for 40 items. Okay. See, if you analyze the situation problem, 40 items, 50 items, 10 items, like that every. See, number of items are involved. Since there is a profit for 40 items, so we need to calculate the profit percentage on that 40 items only, right? Just in this particular aspect, in this particular context, if the number of items are different, then you may get different amounts of profit and loss, but the profit percentage is always same. Is it clear? For example, see, if I buy a pen for 10 rupees and if I sold it for 12 rupees, if I see, just calculate the profit percentage on profit. Profit is 2 rupees, and if you calculate profit percentage, and it will be round about some 20%. Is it right? For example, if I buy 5 pens for 50 rupees and if I sold them for 60 rupees, see, because each pen is 12 rupees, right? Then again, if you calculate profit, the amount is 10 rupees, but the profit percentage is again 20% only. And for example, if you buy 1000 pens and the cost price is 1000 into 10,000 rupees, and the selling price 12 into 10,000, see, it is 12,000 rupees. Okay, right? And then I have the cost price and the selling price. If you calculate the amount is 2,000, but if you calculate the profit percentage, again it is 20%. That's what I am saying is, in a particular situation, if the cost price and the selling price is same, then if you change the number of objects, then the amounts may change, but at the end the percentage of profit and loss won't change. So here we need to calculate the profit percentage for 40 items. Okay, then profit is equals to, therefore profit percentage is equals to profit for 40 items divided by cost price for 40 items into 100. Since we are calculating profit percentage for 40 items. Okay, that is equals to profit for 40 items is just nothing but cost price of 10. So cost price of 10 divided by cost price of 40 into 100. And if you analyze, both in numerator and denominator involved with the cost price of 10 objects, cost price of 40 objects. Cost price of 10 objects means how much? 10 times of the cost price, and this is 40 times of the cost price, and if you calculate, you will get it as 10 by 40 into 100. So 100 by 4 in the sense, if you calculate 50 by 2, is it right? Yeah, like that we need to mention that 100 by 4 is just nothing but 25%, right? There is the situation. Just have a look once again. How I solved it. Selling price of 40 is equals to cost price of 40 plus cost price of 10. And then cost price of 10 is just nothing but profit for 40. Then to calculate profit percentage, you need to fix any number of objects. Here I am fixing for 40. So the numerator is profit for 40, denominator is cost price for 40. If you fix the objects as 50, numerator is profit for 50, denominator is cost price for 50. If you fix for 1000, profit for 1000, cost price for 1000. No problem. In each and every case you will get the same profit percentage. But if you fix for 40, then only the problem helps you. In the other case, this particular statement won't help you. You need to think in some other ways. Is it right? Just have a look, and based on the same procedure, now there is a chance to solve for B again. Okay? Have a look. You just look there. From this process, at the end, I have profit is equals to 10 by 40 into 100, and that is equals to 25%. It's okay. But now you just think about the shortcut. Okay, this 10 is just nothing but the difference between 50 and 40. I will rewrite it like this: 50 minus 40 divided by this 40 into 100. Okay, these two statements are right. Okay, so this works like a smart trick. You may call it as shortcut, or you may call it as smart trick. Both are same. So at the end, what I am going to generalize is, therefore selling price of X items is equals to cost price of Y items. If I have like this, once again you just pay your attention. Selling price of X items is equals to cost price of Y items. Then in that case, profit or loss percentage can be calculated by this Y minus X divided by X into 100. This is the shortcut. Here how you wrote 50 minus 40 divided by this 40 into 100. It gives you the answer, right? In the same manner, for each and every problem, no need to solve completely like this. Okay, it is enough to memorize this particular statement. Once again I am telling you, just analyze this, memorize it, keep in mind that selling price of X items is equals to cost price of Y items, then profit or loss percentage is just this Y minus X by X into 100. Okay, if it is positive, you say it as profit, and if it is negative, you just say it as loss, and that's enough. Okay, just have a look using this particular logic. Now I am going to solve for B. Is it right? Just think about the problem. What is the problem? Yeah, the problem is that a cloth merchant claims to sell cloth at the cost price. However, a meter scale he uses is only 96 centimeters long. Then find the profit percentage. A cloth merchant ఏం చెప్పాడంటే, అరే బాబు నేను మీకు కొన్న రేటుకే క్లాత్ సేల్ చేస్తాను అని చెప్పాడు. ఏం చెప్పాడు? నేను ఎంతకైతే కొన్నానో అదే కాస్ట్కి మీకు అమ్మేస్తాను, కాబట్టి అందరూ వచ్చి నా దగ్గర కొనుక్కోండి అని చెప్పాడు. సో అందరూ వెళ్ళి ఆ క్లాత్ మర్చెంట్ దగ్గర క్లాత్ కొనుక్కోవడం మొదలుపెట్టారు. అయితే కొన్న రేటుకి క్లాత్ సేల్ చేయడం వలన మరి ఆ క్లాత్ మర్చెంట్ ప్రాఫిట్ ఏమైనా ఉంటుందా? ఉండదు. కాబట్టి ఆ క్లాత్ మర్చెంట్ ఏం చేశాడంటే, అతను యూజ్ చేస్తా కొలవాలి క్లాత్ సేల్ చేసేటప్పుడు 1 మీటర్ అంటే 100 సెంటీమీటర్స్ క్లాత్ కొలిచి ఇవ్వడానికి బదులుగా he is using a false scale which just gives you 96 centimeters long length only. Okay, that in the sense 100 centimeters length ఉండాల్సిన స్కేల్ బదులుగా ఆ క్లాత్ మర్చెంట్ 96 సెంటీమీటర్స్ లెంత్ ఉన్న స్కేల్ వాడాడు. అలా వాడటం వలన 1 మీటర్ క్లాత్ సేల్ చేసినప్పుడల్లా కూడా అతనికి 4 సెంటీమీటర్స్ క్లాత్ మిగిలిపోతూ ఉంటుంది. ఆ 4 సెంటీమీటర్స్ క్లాత్ తనకి ప్రాఫిటేగా. చెప్పింది అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? అతను చెప్పడం ఏం చెప్పాడు, నేను ఎంత కొన్నానో అంతకే అమ్ముతాను అన్నాడు. అందరూ ఏమనుకున్నారు, ఎంత కొన్నాడో అంతకే అమ్ముతాడు కాబట్టి అందరూ కొనుక్కుందాం, అందరూ ఆ షాప్కి వెళ్ళాడు. ఆయన ఏం చేశాడు, ప్రైస్ అదే కానీ క్వాంటిటీ తక్కువ ఇస్తున్నాడు. అతను 100 సెంటీమీటర్స్ కొన్న కాస్ట్కి అతను 96 సెంటీమీటర్స్ సేల్ చేస్తున్నాడు. అంటే మనం దీని నుంచి ఏమర్థం చేసుకోవాలి, ఫర్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ క్లాత్ మర్చెంట్ కాస్ట్ ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ 100 సెంటీమీటర్స్ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్స్ టు సెల్లింగ్ ప్రైస్ ఆఫ్ 96 సెంటీమీటర్స్. 100 సెంటీమీటర్స్ ఎంత కాస్ట్ అయితే ఉంటుందో 96 సెంటీమీటర్స్ అంత కాస్ట్కి సేల్ చేస్తున్నాడు. కాబట్టి దిస్ ఫండమెంటల్ లైన్ we need to identify from the given problem, and if this is clear, then profit percentage is very simple by that particular formula. You need to calculate the difference. The difference is 100 minus 96 divided by, see, the objects are the quantity with the selling price, by 96 into 100. Just like y minus x by x, this x is with the selling price, this y is with the cost price, with that idea. and on simplification you will get it as 4 by 96 into 100, and then this is what 424. Since it is 424, again if you calculate, this is 25 by 6 and that is equals to 4 1 by 6 percentage is the profit of that particular cloth merchant. Okay, just analyze the situation and then identify the way how to solve. At the end the profit percentage is 4 1 by 6 percentage. Just have a look.